Introduction. Welcome back to Bike Informers, your trusted source for the most detailed motorcycle breakdowns on the internet. Today, we pull the covers off one of Honda's most talked about upcoming machines, the 2026 Honda CB900F. This isn't just another naked bike. It's the latest in a bloodline that changed the way riders think about performance, everyday usability, and long-term reliability. In this video, we'll take you through everything we know, everything we've learned from leaks and insider whispers, and everything you should expect from this highly anticipated model. The legacy of the CB900F, why this matters. To truly understand the hype surrounding the 2026 CB900F, you have to go back to its roots. The CB name is one of the most respected in Honda's catalog, stretching back to the late 1960s. The original CB750 was the world's first superbike, and the CB900F built upon that legacy in the late 70s and early 80s as a more powerful, better-handling evolution. Over the decades, the CB badge has represented Honda's ability to blend accessible performance with rock-solid engineering. Now, Honda stands at a crossroads. The naked sport bike market is more competitive than ever, with riders expecting cutting-edge electronics, aggressive styling, and versatility in a single package. The 2026 CB900F has to live up to that tradition, while proving it can go toe-to-toe with the best modern middleweight plus machines on the market. Design philosophy and aesthetic direction. From leaked images and CAD renderings, it's clear that the 2026 CB900F has been designed with both nostalgia and modern aggression in mind. The proportions hint at classic CB lines, a muscular tank, pronounced shoulders, and a slim tail, but with sharp angles and a low-slung LED headlight that screams contemporary Streetfighter. Honda appears to be striking a balance between minimalism and premium finishes. The frame is likely an advanced aluminum twin-spar or trellis hybrid for optimal rigidity without excessive weight. Expect multiple paint schemes, a stealthy matte black, a bold red that recalls Honda's racing heritage, and possibly a silver or pearl white variant that nods to the vintage CB900F. Even the little details stand out: the flush-mounted LED indicators, the neatly integrated taillight, and the exhaust design, which appears shorter and more angular than previous CB models. Aerodynamically, this isn't a fared sport bike, but subtle tank shaping and side panel contours are likely tuned to reduce turbulence around the rider at speed. Engine and performance expectations. At the heart of the 2026 CB900F is expected to be a refined inline-4 engine displacing just under 900 cubic centimeters, a sweet spot for both torque and top-end power. Based on insider talk, this could be an evolution of the engine used in the CB1000R, detuned slightly for street use but still producing around 110 to 115 horsepower and 65 to 70 lb-ft of torque. Honda is known for engines that feel alive across the rev range, and the CB900F is likely tuned for a strong mid-range, perfect for quick overtakes without constant downshifting. Ride-by-wire throttle will open the door to multiple riding modes: Sport for maximum response, Standard for everyday riding, and Rain for reduced power and gentler delivery in low-traction conditions. A 6-speed gearbox is almost certain, with a slip-and-assist clutch as standard. Higher trims may feature an up/down quickshifter. We're also hearing that Honda is focusing on smooth fueling at low speeds, a point where some rivals like the Yamaha MT-09 can feel abrupt. That would make the CB900F an ideal city bike as well as a backroad burner. Chassis, suspension, and braking precision. The frame geometry of the 2026 CB900F appears to prioritize agility without sacrificing stability. Honda seems to be targeting a wheelbase in the 56 to 57-inch range, short enough for nimble steering, long enough for composure at triple-digit speeds. Front suspension will likely be fully adjustable inverted forks from Showa or KYB, offering preload, rebound, and compression settings. The rear will be a monoshock with linkage, also adjustable to match different riding styles and loads. Whether you're commuting, carving mountain roads, or even hitting a track day, this suspension setup should adapt easily. Braking will be handled by twin radial-mounted 4-piston calipers gripping large front discs, paired with a single rear disc. Standard ABS is guaranteed, and Honda may include cornering ABS on higher trims, a feature becoming common in this category. The bike will likely ride on lightweight 17-inch alloy wheels with 120/70 front and 180/55 rear sport touring rubber, offering a blend of grip, longevity, and wet weather confidence. Technology and rider aids. The modern Honda Edge. Honda has been gradually pushing more tech into its street bikes, and the CB900F will be no exception. Expect a full-color TFT display with crisp graphics, customizable layouts, and smartphone integration via Bluetooth. This will allow for music control, call notifications, and possibly built-in GPS navigation support. Rider aids are likely to include multi-stage traction control, wheelie control, and engine braking adjustment. Cruise control could appear on higher trims, making the bike far more versatile for touring. For night riding, a high-output LED headlight and adaptive lighting that improves visibility when leaning into corners would be welcome, and some patents suggest Honda is exploring exactly that. Optional accessories may extend the bike's tech package, such as a tire pressure monitoring system, heated grips, and even a USB-C charging port integrated into the cockpit for navigation devices or smartphones. Riding position and comfort, more than just speed. From what we've seen in test mule photos, the 2026 CB900F offers an upright yet slightly aggressive stance. The handlebars sit higher than a Supersport but lower than a pure touring bike, giving the rider leverage in corners without putting excess weight on the wrists. Foot peg placement is rearward enough for sporty riding but not cramped, making longer rides entirely feasible. Seat height is expected around 31 to 32 inches, making it approachable for a wide range of riders. The saddle itself seems well padded for its class, with an option for a more comfort-oriented seat in the accessories catalog. Passenger accommodations appear modest but functional. Fine for short two-up rides, though serious touring would likely require aftermarket upgrades. Market competition, the rivals lined up. When the CB900F hits the streets, it will enter a fiercely contested arena. Direct competition includes the Kawasaki Z900, Yamaha MT-09 SP, Triumph Street 77765RS, and KTM 890 Duke R. Each of these bikes has carved out a niche: Kawasaki for value and reliability, Yamaha for wild performance, Triumph for precision, and KTM for raw aggression. Honda's advantage will likely be its balance, blending performance with refinement, comfort with capability, and tech with ease of use. While it may not top every single performance stat sheet, the CB900F could win riders over by doing everything well, with Honda's legendary dependability as the clincher. Price and variance, where it might land. Pricing rumors place the standard model between $9,800 and $10,800 with a premium SP or Tech variant crossing into the $11,500 plus range. That's competitive for its class, especially if Honda includes more tech and premium suspension on the higher spec trims. We expect 2 or 3 color options per variant, with accessory packages for touring, urban commuting, or track day use. Honda has been increasingly offering bolt-on upgrades like small windshields, tail tidies, frame sliders, and pannier kits, and the CB900F will likely have a similar catalog. The road ahead, why the CB900F matters in 2026. The naked sport bike market is evolving quickly, but the CB900F's mission is clear: deliver a bike that's fast, fun, reliable, and welcoming to a broad audience. In a segment where some bikes feel extreme and others feel too tame, Honda's history of hitting the just right mark gives the CB900F a real chance to dominate. For new riders stepping up to their first big bike, it promises accessibility. For veterans, it offers an honest, no-nonsense riding experience backed by Honda's engineering prowess. It could also serve as a versatile platform, commuting during the week, carving canyons on weekends, and even light touring with the right gear. Outro, Bike Informers. That's the deep dive into the 2026 Honda CB900F Exposed, brought to you by Bike Informers. This bike